Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world of darkness, and welcome to Rage Across New York, the werewolf venue. Today's scene is going to see the two Uctenas of the Sept. Well, two for now, because the third one hasn't is a cub, so it doesn't count. They will be near the shrine of Uctena, probably discussing about what was said in the moot, and probably about the future that is standing ahead of them.
So yeah, Michael will come up, obviously give respects to the shrine of Athena, and we'll go over to Katori and just go. So lots of things got shifted around.
Mm, yes, apparently, a lot of things now has changed. But, uh, come and sit. We can continue our lesson a little bit later.
Certainly.
Mm.
Uh, I'm guessing you're in Lucas form.
Oh, yes.
Uh, my character will slow shift into Lucas and sit next to his alpha.
Mm. So, as you might have heard, we're not anymore in a state of war, which is uh, kind of a good news.
Usually.
But don't let your guard down. When we went up there and we helped your ancestor to eat his prisoner, there was the White Howler, Greenlee. He was performing a rite of binding, and the rite
Uh,
of binding was successful.
as my character, you see Michael's ears perk up and just go, wait, there was a white howler?
Mm. Yes, I wouldn't really have believed unless I saw it. But well, I'm pretty sure that Grinley is not of Wendigo.
How did he survive the purge?
Well, there are still black spirals everywhere. I would expect those degenerate to perhaps sometimes keep some of their member more pure than others. They are still Garou, pure breed, doesn't go extinct like that. He had a mark. At least that's what Cinna told us. He was bearing the mark of the White Howlers. And now that I saw him, well, I don't really know how he did it, but considering that we have Croatan among us, is it really that strange?
No,
Mm.
but it's just, you always hear the stories of them all going out with the spirals.
Mm.
It's just still a shock.
Mm.
And what spirit did he find?
The the spirit of the Leviathan. He is he was a bane of tremendous power, a bane that was cast away by Gaia herself into space.
And it landed with the meteor.
Yes, it was trapped there,
I see.
but well, he was still there. Uh, he was still there after the ritual ended. So I am not sure exactly what Greenlee did with a Leviathan, but he got away. He got away and brought something back to Earth with him. So, as I said, stay sharp.
Right.
We have not finished with this.
Right. I need to start. I'm now getting money, so I can start maybe getting some books together. I mean, I know that's not really how our war works. Ours is a lot of oral tradition, but sometimes I'm wanting to learn, and
Mm.
as our totem states,
Mm. Yes, he he wiggled his tail. Yes, I have. I have a mighty book for it. Books are, well, one of the in between good things that Homids did. Because on one hand, knowledge, but on the other hand, it kills trees.
true, but it does maintain oral tradition goes so far.
Mm. Yes. Problem with oral tradition. Problem is that generally it can be forgotten, unfortunately. So, mm, uh, yes, we'll see about this.
Yeah,
So, uh, well, on the other news, I'm not Den Father anymore.
I heard Olaf is, so at least it maintained in our pack.
Yes, however, I think that even if he's very respectful, I think that I will perhaps need to, well, give a gift to Olaf because that's a burden that he uh, is going to make him stress a lot.
Yeah, he really wasn't wanting that position. He's been doing that position, but he has not been wanting that position.
Mm.
No
He is
offense to you.
mm, no, no offense taken. I asked him to assist me, so in a way, it is my fault that he's then father. But I think that he will be one to actually handle the Cubs more mm, in a more well get way than I would. I generally think that to learn a cub must hurt itself. I believe that Olaf will will spank them before they even think about it.
Right.
But he will still have the help of Olvasept, as Mother Larissa has stated that all in the Sept should help the Den Father to educate the cubs as it is our responsibility.
Yes.
So perhaps you should go and see Lucas.
Oh, I'm trying to remember who Lucas is.
It's Austin's character, the ex-children of Gaia kinfolk.
Ah,
He is a Ragabash. Well, there's still Laughing Shadow and Logan,
right.
but and Garrett, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But perhaps you can teach him stuff, or make him learn how to be a proper Ragabash.
That's always a thing. teaching is always a good. Well, and he has to remind him nothing is free. But no, no, I agree with you. We all should be teaching the Cubs.
Mm. Yeah. He thinks. Oh, there's also another one. I would have almost forgot about this one. Uh, Albert. You know, the one who has a reputation with the ladies.
Yes.
He thought I was hiding in a shed. But, well, I gave him a mission. I would like to for you to witness it and see that he does what I asked. I asked him that that he stalks people around the sept without being seen, and that he would steal socks and shoes.
I will definitely see what I can do to assist him and to watch him.
Mm-hmm. Surprisingly, he was quite fitting. He had good competence in running. He kept up with me in Hamid, which was fairly impressive in itself.
Fair enough.
Even if he seems very skinny, which I believe he must hold his phone very dearly to him.
Right.
So, tell me, Michael, what are your inspirations? What do you wish to do in this sept? You had your time to acclimate yourself. You have met other people, you have seen how things work around here. As your tribe elder, it's my duty to look after you and see that you, well, you become a proper Garu and representative of our tribe. So, I ask you this question.
My aspirations are very low right now. Not anything too high up there. Though now hearing that you're going for keeper of the land, I wouldn't mind being one of the ones underneath you to maintain the sept.
Mm.
Honestly, I'm just trying to make sure that the sept stays together and stays alive. That is my aspiration right now, which is why I keep making the Gaia's breaths.
Mm.
Because apparently people aren't doing it here.
Mm.
And we don't
Victoria.
really have many healers.
Yes, we're very few right now. So indeed, all the help that we can get is most certainly welcome. But I hear you, and yes, I am keeper of the land, effectively. So yes, I would appreciate the service of a brother of a tribe, and also Ragbash. Our job sometimes might seem, well, meaningful to some, as we are, as Xavier says, we're gardeners of sept. However, it is within our duty to make sure that the sept is in balance, and the wards and protection of the sept, its spiritual power, falls onto us. We are the one who must keep the sept together, as you said. We are the one that will make sure that our defense are up. And we will help the Guardian to do their job. hoping that they don't stomp on our shrines. Otherwise, we will have to spank them very hard.
Or steal their shoes.
Well, I think
Well,
it's going to be.
if they're destroying our shrines, it's going to be more than shoes.
Yes, but they wouldn't do it on. Well, they wouldn't do it on purpose, or at least they would hope so. Otherwise, I would have to speak to Chief of Titanium
Right.
because he is now the warder. That's going to be an interesting thing.
He's a glasswalker, isn't he?
When you say he's a glasswalker, is it? Tariq kind of looks sideways, laughing a little bit.
I may have met, as you start laughing, it's like, I'm still learning the politicals of this. I apologize. I haven't met everyone.
No. It's just that, yes, he is a glasswalker, but he was not previously. But, well, yes, consider him. Talk to him about glasswalker thing. Don't try to delve into his past. It tends to make him angry.
With a name like that, I don't think I want to make him angry.
Yes, that would be a good idea. But he chose Travis as his worm foe. So it means that now we have a warder and a worm foe that are both Afro. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And, well, I expect him to make things move quicker, considering he has not a lot of patience.
Right. Which means we probably should make sure our wards are up hardcore.
Yes, I'm making an inspection of the wards around the sept and the different shrines and spirit that we have, so I know what exactly we need to work upon.
Right.
I think, however, that perhaps we should seek the aid of Ibis. The Ibis has a very particular strength in it. It knows truth better than any gift that we have.
Right.
It's the Ibis spirit that allowed us to see that one of our own was not what it was and was a spiral wearing the skin of another Garou. Considering what happened to the kinfolk with the fish and the transformation, I believe that having such a spirit among our wards and among our defenses might actually be useful.
Fair enough.
As of now, since you're keeper and that Ren is also a keeper, it seems that we're hoarding position around this. But
right. Wasn't Maeve looking at maybe volunteering?
Well, I'm sure that if they made a position of anything that helps, Maeve would instantly wants to join.
Yeah, fair enough.
She's not ready yet to become a keeper or a guardian as it is. She is a cub. However, considering that she is a feared, her education will fall into me and Kachina and chases a storm. So I guess that we can, with you and ran, and I might perhaps have to go and see Kalayani to see if she is interested. But
Yeah.
we can groom her into becoming a keeper. That way, well, that will keep her busy and make her work her spirit relationships.
Which might be good for her because I don't know what she's been up
Hmm.
to lately. Though she did help us when we went. 1 second, please. Excuse me.
Hmm.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
But she did. She and another one of the Cubs actually did assist us with when we went to clear out underneath the tree.
Mm.
Did you hear about that? She actually was able to cobble together an interesting little talent through a rabbit spirit.
Mm. Yes, yes, I heard this one. Made me proud until I learned that she lose all her noses.
She lost all her noses doing that.
Yes, she
Oh
lost all her
wow!
noses. So
As
she was trapped for a day.
as Michael looks out into the distance and goes and just looks back at her, it's like about how much would that have been? Because we also fed that rabbit noses.
Yeah, rabbits are greedy little creatures.
Apparently, as you just hear, because I'm in Lucas form, I just kind of chuckle a little bit at this.
Hmm. Uh, well, we will we will make sure that uh we will make sure that uh he gets it gets better.
Right.
Hmm. So, tell me more about the new cub.
Out of character, real quick. I'm assuming someone has told me that he is obviously not Wormkin.
Um,
And I know that went through. I know that went through the chat.
that he's of Rowan.
I'm not sure if of being of Rowan went through, but I know I'm pretty sure someone told me.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, no. I watched the scene. I'm pretty sure that it was stated
Right.
he was one of
Um,
Rowankin.
Fair enough. And well, once we were on Sept, I kind of kept my distance for the simple fact that I didn't need him raging again or me raging again.
Hmm.
And so we're gonna run it with it like this: is that you just even through the fur, you see a bit of a blush off of him. Of well, apparently he's not a spiral. Anyway, he's strong-headed. Like he has a
Hmm.
direction, and it looks like, well, at least what I was watching,
Mm.
um, he once he puts his mind to something, he does not let go of it.
I see. Well, I
Also, he
would.
tried to punch Olaf.
Uh,
While
so,
driving, mind you.
oh, here's a feisty one.
Yeah, that's definitely a word for him.
Mm, okay. Uh, well,
We'll
if
say
he
he
is.
has. Go ahead.
Mhm.
My apologies, Rat. Go ahead.
I was saying that if he was from Rowan's kinfolk, I guess that if you want better relationship, we better send Cinna or Xavier. Cinna, Xavier, or uh, actually no, I might not know, and he knows Ren, so nope. They stayed with Rowan's folk for a while, so it might help smooth the transition.
Yeah.
So outside of trying to punch to punch Olaf, um, what can you tell me about the change, how it was handled?
Violent. Um. Now the change itself looks like it was violent as all get out. But that's to be expected. Um, I'm not sure. I came near the end. I got the howl late, and I was too far away. But um, the Silent Strider apparently can make things rot incredibly quickly. As I watched all about 10 bodies decay in a matter of moments, what it takes years to do. Um, and well, the other thing about him is apparently he has connections with the gangs around here, which might actually be useful because he was able to call in an exit route.
Mm,
So that's a thing.
mm. I think that perhaps I'm going to have to give Olaf, or rather to lend him my harmony flute. Seems that would be quite helpful.
Right.
Okay. Well,
He,
I mean,
like I was saying, he's strong-headed. He's an Aurun.
mm,
At least I think he's an Aurun. But I don't know. I don't know how I heard that this was not an isolated and just the warehouse that I found him in. But
mm,
I don't know much more details other than that.
mm.
Like I said, I got there late. I just wanted to make sure if anyone needed assistance, I was there.
Mm. Okay. Anything out of the ordinary about this one, outside of
Lenny,
being being of ruins?
not really.
Mm.
I need to go and apologize to him at some point.
What did you do exactly?
I accused him of being a worm.
Oh my god, Michael, you can go around asking people why they have Bane lore, why they have Bane spirit heritage.
It was a smell. It felt wrong. I'm
Mm.
not used to seeing it.
Mm. Uh,
It
well,
and felt something triggered, and so it felt like he was a spiral cub, not one of the pure tribes. It was an extreme reaction, and I admit that.
Does he have any pure breed?
That's an excellent question. Actually, I can't remember. I think he does.
No, no, you failed. You failed to roll.
Oh yeah, so the answer is no.
Mm.
Or at least for me. No,
Mhm.
not that I sense.
Kotori thinks a little bit. I will go to the bottom of this, but I doubt that if he was of Rowan's folks, I doubt Rowan would be crazy enough to keep knowingly a spiral cub with him, knowing also that it's almost impossible to know if they would change.
Right.
Yeah, thanks for the information. I will check into it. But if he has a lingering taint inside him, then we're going to have to make sure that either it doesn't spread out, or that the ward of the sept don't trigger every time he enters. Otherwise, it's going to be very stressful.
Right. I agree.
All right. Kotori stretch a little bit. All right. I think it's time to go back to our lessons.
Yeah. I swear I turned you off.
The weird spirit is very joyful, apparently.
Apparently. No, I swear I actually turned that to vibrate. I am very confused.
Well.
My phone now scares me. Anyway.
Anyway. So, as I was saying previously, the whole purpose of this rite is to bring back balance within the subject.
Mhm.
Generally, we see worm taint, but as you know, the taint of the wild and the taint of the weaver also exist and is very potent. Right, cleanse your spirit, cleanse your body, making the taint melt away from you.
Right.
So, outside of the ingredient that I told you about, you have first to set some things up. First, you are going to you're going to need a place that will be sterile, a place where
Neutral.
basically, yes, that way it will help you. It will help you work. It's well, generally I'm saying sterile, but it's symbolic. In symbolic, just a medicine lodge, a tent or something that we have consecrated will be more than enough to enact this rite. you're going to need, and Kotori is starting to uh, shape uh, the umbral landscape around them. Because, yeah, let's say that we're in the Umbra. Because, yeah,
Yeah.
we have precise them. And, yeah, no problem. He is starting to trace out of the water uh, a different series of glyphs. You will have to put those glyphs on the one that you will want to cleanse. And also, well, adding the glyph of Gaia, the Weaver, the Worm, and the Wild is a nice symbolic gesture. Generally, what I do is I place mm, I place the Wild on one of the hand, the Worm on the other hand, and the on the forehead I place the sign of a Weaver, and on the heart the glyph of Gaia. Then, after this is an act, you will start to chant. You will start to chant and sing the song of our people. This one I will teach you. You already know part of it, it's part of our traditions. But as you do so, you will need to put the herbs, the bones, and the stone in the sacred fire at the center of the lodge. And then what should happen is that, well, tattoos that you will have place, they will disappear. They will disappear, and with them, the taint should be able to be extract of the victim. However, know that this ritual, as you have seen while I enacted it for the kinfolk, needs to be enacted either at dawn or at sunrise, and it will last for 6 long hours. This is not a little ritual, this is a very important and powerful ritual of our tribe. I trust you to enact it with proper care and with proper understanding of those who are deserving of such right, as we wouldn't want this right to spread too much out of our tribe.
Right.
And I guess that this is the moment where you will make an intelligence ritual check. You will have a difficulty of 10 minus your intelligence. And you will need 3 success to learn said right. You can spend a
I will
willpower if
ask.
you wish.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this will be in play.
Mm-hmm.
I do have creative as a specialty.
No, creative in this wouldn't work, as it's purely learning. It's purely
True.
learning.
Okay.
So yes. don't don't budge.
Yeah, burning that willpower.
Yeah.
Well, I can still botch with that willpower thanks to Wild Touch, but
Yeah.
come on. Those are no ones.
You've got to believe in yourself. So,
So that is 5 successes
huh.
because my diff is 6. No, yeah, 5 successes because I've got 1, 2, 3, plus my 2 for Wild Touch.
Oh, you. Well, yeah, you.
Ironically enough, this ritual is specifically for people like me that have been. I'm not tainted. I'm not tainted. No, no. The wild likes me.
Yeah,
Likes
which
me
in
a little
itself
too
should be
much.
frightening.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no. Yeah. So you show it to him, and he picks it up right off the bat.
Mm. Yes, you clearly understand what Bright is about and how it enacts within the victim to restore the balance that was lost. As someone who at some point in his life lost his balance, yeah, you're Michael really understand how it works. And Kotori is very pleased to see that indeed his tribe mate and pack mate knows and understand exactly how the right works.
Right.
Good, good.
Oh, and he looks really excited about that. I mean, just as you teach him in that, you can watch him and you can see he is very much an avid
Mm.
student. He will ask questions. He will make sure that
Mhm.
he'll even ask, like, what about this herb over this herb because of that? And just, he wants to understand
Mhm.
why everything is, as a good Ragabash is he's
Mhm.
not just taking it at front value. He wants to know why. And that will be the big thing while you're teaching him is
Mhm.
you're going to be answering a lot of questions that for a lot of like theurges who will
Mhm.
take it at face value. It's like, okay, this is what the right master is telling me. That means it must be true. For Michael, he wants to know what the symbolism is, where
Mhm.
this works together, and almost to the point of he's looking at where's a way to improve it, even to
Mhm.
some degree.
Yeah, Kotori will very happily answer your question because yes, he's his nature is pedagogue. So yes, the more you learn, the more he is happy.
Right,
But yeah, he will explain to Michael that as all rituals, uh, each Garu add his personal flavor to it,
right,
and that he but personally he likes to use a lot of bones, a lot of bones, and even add that basically the bones uh, that he generally bring for the ritual are ritual for a creature uh, of the wild that he killed, like for example a rabbit or something like that, because he feels that uh, it generally helps to do the work yourself and bring something uh, something from nature, and that he
right,
also use the bone marrow of the bones to uh, to add for on in the paintings, and that basically his paintings are generally made out of natural products. As in, he
right.
doesn't, for example, go for paint. He will go for plants and others, whatever like that, and he encouraged you actually to find your own version of the rite to add your own touch to it.
Right. And
As
you'll
a
see
way.
probably as he practices it while you're
Mhm.
teaching him, you'll see probably Michael already, because that will be actually, even though it's not in the right, but he does, like I said, have creative
Mhm.
as a specialty in intelligence. And so you'll probably see that as he's picking it up, finding the more comfortable. Like it might actually break down to he'll pull out and break an ink pen or
Mhm.
something and
Mhm.
actually use that for the Weaver symbol.
Mm.
Because that's where I see him going with it.
Mhm.
As you know, using the items of the three.
Mm.
Um, Worm is a little difficult, and actually, he'll probably use Mud
Mm.
specifically for that one, as it's still destroyed. Uh, Earth is destroyed materials, so
Yeah, Kotori will also remind you that since technically the worm is entropy, or
used to be.
used to be entropy, that you can use actually the blood of the animal as a symbolism of the worm of balance.
That's true. And you'll see him brighten up. It's like, no, you're right. Yeah, okay, I get that. As he goes and redoes it again, he is very excited to be learning as
Yay, learning!
one of a good little Cleathic Tenna.
Mm. And I guess on that very happy learning experience for Michael, we can call it a scene. Thank you, player, for playing, watcher for watching. Yes, I see you, watcher. What are you doing here? This is an Uktena scene. Shush! Secrets! 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 And as as the watcher will keep a secret forever, we will see you next time